Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream. I hope all of you are having a good day today. Get some extra air circulating down here. Oh boy. How's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well. We had work today, hence why the 9:30ish start was a bit rough because we're on one of those assignments where it's just virtually where we have to really stick to what the client wants us to say. No varying up on our opening dialogues. Just what they want said verbatim, which makes things really, really tough. Uh, was going to go to the post office this morning. As a matter of fact, I woke up very, very early to go to the post office, and then I realized partway there I did not write my return address on the envelope, and came back, and because it was raining, it was going to be raining and stuff this morning, and so I was like, want to do that early, so I was like, I'll just plan ahead and do that. Like post office, the mailbox. There's not even a mailbox nearby in my neighborhood. There used to be, like, maybe about 25 years ago, there was a mailbox, but not anymore. So, so I literally have to walk like 20, 30 minutes to the post office and then drop the anything I'm mailing out there, which is kind of perfect this time of year because you're waiting for like the ballots, because I do the absentee ballots. Because I'm not walking into an element into a school and standing in lines. Are you fucking kidding me? Hell no, I'm going to do that. Makes no sense to do that. Anyway, also work related, that apparently I will be getting day hours back, which is actually going to be a real a period of adjustment for me, considering all the commission stories I've been writing as of late, to try and supplement the income and like and shore up like emergency funds and things of that sort. So that's kind of going to be an interesting. Apparently, it was supposed to be this week, but didn't learn about it till like the last minute. And it's like, look, if you want me to, I can't do, because once I finish the evening shift, because I can do work more hours during the day. But if I'm doing the evening shifts, which are finished about 9 o'clock, then I do my stream, and then I'm not getting to bed till like 2, 3 in the morning. If I'm working during the day, my streams will be in the early evening. I can get to bed like around 12, 12:30, 12, 1 o'clock. It's like there's a multi-hour difference there. And hence why it says like, well, why don't you stream during the day if you're working during the evenings? Because I don't like streaming. I don't like gaming before I work. I like doing gaming after I finish work. Like I'll do writing before work. Like my days is like wake up, exercise. My currently is wake up, work out a bit, have breakfast, do a job search, or try to find something better than what I currently have in my current situation. Write, do some writing, knock out a story, and hopefully get that commission, get the fee for the stories if it's on a per word basis as quickly as possible. And then move on to the next commission, next story, and then lunch, dinner, work, and then after I've done work, maybe have a little snack or something, and set up for the evening stream. And then after the stream, I started. If another story commission came in, I would work on that. At the end of the day, punch some locks. Hey, Iceman, I was wondering if you, because like I thought it was like I tried to give as much fair notice as possible and delaying it as much as possible before starting the game. It's like it's like I threw Like I threw the tweet out there. I made my determination on this game on Saturday night. So I was like, hey Panda Sweet, how's it going? Panda, 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 Panda. No, you can't. Fine. So yeah, so tonight anyway, we are playing The Evil Within 2. I have played The Evil Within 1 on the Steam version where I was able to enable all the God mode stuff via the command console. And to enable God mode after a certain point, and he was like, I played half of the first Evil Within with God before I entered God mode and infinite ammo and everything. I'm not making that mistake with this game because, as Iceman has told me for years, well, you can enable all sorts of cheats on this one. It's like, really? Okay. So we will also need to make sure we have the screenshots here. There we go. We now have our thumbnail image. For the YouTube versions of it. You can make your punches even more punchy. Have infinite ammo. Infinite invincibility. It's like, yes! Because at this point it's going to be all about the puzzles. And like my brain power. Or lack thereof. The Resident Evil Within 2. QT style moments. Yeah, I figured as much. So let's go to our options, shall we? Text language, English. Video language, English. First person view, disabled. Infinite stamina mode, enabled. Super strength mode, enabled. Invincibility, enabled. Wait, video language said French. Thank you, Panda. I saw that. Yes, we're going to do this in French. Ho, ho, ho. Control, I don't know, graphics. Let's turn that film grain down to 50. By the way, what are the achievements in this? Casual, survival, nightmare. Alright. Meanwhile, the Eagles have shown more mercy to the Buccaneers than the Dolphins did to the Broncos yesterday. Alright. New game. Difficulty goes from casual for those who want to experience the story without a struggle. Items are abundant and can even make it take more hits before you die. Survival for those who want the basics of a survival horror experience. Keep an eye out on your resources, approach situations with caution, and don't get overconfident. Nightmare. For those who enjoy challenges and for experienced survivor horror players, resources are limited and enemies are hit much harder. Careful item management and strategic play are an absolute must to survive, recommended for players who enjoy the difficulty of the previous game, which is a very few amount of people. Akuma. Even a single hit is deadly. The ultimate challenge is not for faint of heart. Skill that directly prevents you from dying will not work while playing on this difficulty. Take care when choosing your skills. And you know what? We want all the items. And you know what? We'll do survival. Please choose whether or not you like to use aim assist. Aim assist will automatically lock out your oh, sweet. Extra things to find. Aim assist will automatically lock your targets, rectangles. Now we put it on normal difficulty because, you know, we've enabled all the cheats. The fire is burning. Sebastian, what the hell did you do?
No, this is not happening. Oh God, Lily!
Sebastian Door Charger Castellanos.
Damn it!
Window Smasher.
Where are you? Oh God, is she upstairs? How did this happen? I'm coming, Lily. Just hold on.
There's a severe lack of block punching so far.
I'm here, Lily. I'm here. Lily? Come on out. Lily, where are you? I'm here.
She's out the window.
You weren't here for me, Dad.
Sudden twist. Well, there's your nightmare fuel, kids.
Kidman?
Hello, Sebastian. It's been a long time.
Took them long enough to make the sequel, right?
I've been trying to track you down for 3 years.
And you thought you'd find me at the bottom of an empty bottle. Is that it?
And why are you here now, damn it?
You didn't find me because they didn't want you to. Calm down, Sebastian.
You knew what was gonna happen in that hospital, didn't you?
What happened at Beacon is in the past. You need to forget it.
We'll never forget what happened at Beacon.
The force shoved down my throat. But he didn't have answers. You do. You're gonna tell me about Mobius.
Made a maximum number of hockey fantasy teams. How many is that, Iceman?
I'm here because of this.
Apparently it's 8.
Where did you get this?
Lily's still alive.
He is?
Lily is dead. I read the police report. I was at her funeral.
We can rewrite history if we want to. Staging a death is child's play. Why would I come out of the shadows just to lie to you? Lily is
Because the
alive.
game became seriously popular after its release, and we need to justify the sequel.
We need you to help save her.
Save her? What have you done to her?
Well, we put this lock on her door.
Get your hands off me.
I was hoping you'd come willingly, Sebastian. But we don't have time for this bullshit. We need you. Lily needs you.
Oh, I want to have a hell of a time filtering out screenshots tonight. For both the Tumblr page and my personal Facebook page. I think we're getting some good ones here.
Sebastian? You're awake. Good.
Yeah, great. Where are we?
You're in one of our facilities.
So
Hey.
this is the almighty Mobius, huh?
Be careful about what you say. You don't know how powerful they are.
How powerful are they?
So powerful.
Do we got feet? Well, okay, we can look down and... High quality game, we can see that we have legs. From a first person point of view.
Where's Lily?
Patience. All your answers are right here.
The Beacon Mental Hospital incident was an unfortunate setback. But we used the knowledge gained to build a new and vastly improved STEM system.
What does this have to do with my daughter?
Everything.
Imagine it. Millions of minds connected together. Happiness for one is happiness for all. This machine, this
Is the G-Man from Half-Life?
will allow our species to achieve greatness. We needed to start with a mind that was pure and clean enough to support thousands of personalities. The mind of an innocent child.
You connected Lily to that machine?
Your daughter is
So is Lily plot device
the
Castellanos.
stable core candidate we've ever tested. Thanks to her, the new STEM has been a smashing success. Until recently.
A little over a week ago, Lily vanished. Just stopped sending signals.
Don't say, I'm just realizing I made a joke about this dude being the G-Man from the Half-Life,
Thought it was just a
and
glitch.
it looks like they lifted him
Sent
wholesale.
a team of Mobius agents inside. But then we lost
Yes, as a reminder, I have played Half-Life, folks.
dark.
Think about this, Mr. Castellanos. I am providing you an opportunity. Not only to see your daughter again, but to save her life. Something you thought you failed to do before.
Dark suit, high cheekbones. It is essentially the same character model. Ever played Black Mesa?
It's your choice.
No, they had no God mode. And my current PC can't handle gaming and streaming at the same time.
Good luck, Sebastian. And please, try to cooperate with any team members you might find in there. I know you don't trust us, but they have the same goals as you do.
That's all right. I'm fine by myself.
Just remember to call me the moment you find Lily, so that we can begin the extraction process. I'll be out here for you. And someone else will be in there for you. Are you ready?
Oh, really? Well, maybe. Maybe down the line.
Be careful in there, Sebastian. We're counting on you.
It's like the code symbol is up, down, left, right, X. The perfect life, perfect code.
Stem entry in 3, 2, 1.
It was kind of funny having been playing Cyberpunk 2077. One of the last things in the main story of that game is you enter your character submerging into some water. He's doing flips. They really want to show off his neck. Check out those high the high neck resolution.
Is this... Where am I?
There's a house.
Dad, help me!
I'm coming, Lily!
I had to type something like, oh yeah, like I said, on the PC side,
Our little girl...
yeah, hitting the tilt key is like to bring up the command console. Yeah.
Won't help me. I'll find out the truth on my own.
What the hell is this place?
Detective, we've got a call.
All units 1199. Exploit cover code 3. Beacon Mental Hospital.
What the...
Hey, I think I remember this from Dante's playthrough.
Hello? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman? What?
Snap out of it, Sebastian. You made it in safely. How are you feeling?
Terrible. Like the worst hangover ever.
Don't worry. It will pass once your mind has adjusted. You're in an area separate from the main system right now. That's how we're able to maintain communication with you. This construct is called your room. It's a safe zone that was formed from your own memories.
My memories, huh? If that's the case, then where are my wife and child? This place looks like my old office at Crimson City PD.
It was your subconscious that built it. You should ask yourself that question. Let's get down to business.
To defeat the Huns?
Your room. Do you see anything unfamiliar?
It's all unfamiliar.
Lily drew this picture of me. It was burned up along with everything else in the house. My first commendation. Feels like another lifetime.
You got commendated for busting locks.
There are photos of a bunch of Mobius agents here. Your lost team, I assume.
That's them. Let us know if you locate any of them. You're our only line of communication into STEM. They're stuck in Union and searching for Lily too.
Union?
This STEM environment was designed to look and feel like a small town called Union.
Great. So your experts need rescuing too, huh?
If anyone can do it, it's you.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'm only here to find Lily.
There's more info there. You should check it out before you go.
Now, chapter 2.
Baker. Team leader. He's the guy I should try to find first. Lily, your team, and now me. We're all stuck inside STEM. I still don't understand why you can't just take them all out of their pods and wake them up.
Yeah, wake them up, smack them around.
Without a core, we're totally locked out of the system. To forcibly remove anyone from STEM at this point would kill them and leave their consciousness trapped inside there.
Great. Mobius has got some stellar backup plans.
Stating the obvious isn't going to speed things along. You need
No, but it'll make us laugh about it.
Otherwise she, you, and everyone else inside is going to die.
Hoffman. Psychology and surveillance. This one could be cagey. Sykes. A tech, but at least he has some small arms training.
Angling up there.
O'Neill. They must not have been expecting trouble if they sent in all these technicians. Harrison. Combat specialist, huh? Hopefully he can take care of himself.
Answer is no. He cannot.
Union, huh? Looks like Anytown, USA.
It was
Anybody been to Anytown, USA?
and relaxed.
It's quite terrible.
And relaxed.
Crime is through the roof in Anytown, USA.
What happened at Beacon was beyond our control.
It doesn't seem like you've got much control this time either.
We don't have any
I don't know
control.
what you're going to encounter in there. If you need information, I'd suggest you try talking to some of the locals. You know, canvass the area. Just like you taught me back at KCPD.
You were never a real detective, Kidman.
And you're not a detective anymore. But let's try to do some detecting anyway.
I detect that we'll be detecting. Alright, anything else around here before... Wait. Alright, that didn't do anything. Oh. Now, you said something there was an achievement for changing. Wait a second. You said. Wait, Iceman said something about. Letterbox. Oh, after you beat the game. Okay.
A cat? I don't ever remember owning a cat.
It's a cat. It's been a few years.
Slide projector. Where did my memory dig this up? Elementary school?
A relic from a pre-phone camera era. They're mostly found in old people's attics and estate sales. It can be viewed using the slide projector in Sebastian's room.
Kidman, you there?
Always.
You wouldn't have told me about Lily if your damn machine didn't go on the fritz. I would have spent the rest of my life mourning her and you wouldn't have cared.
I cared, but I couldn't say anything. They would have killed me.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Why would I lie about that?
To manipulate me. To get me to perform like a good little soldier.
Hmm.
You've lied to me before. Our whole friendship was built on a lie.
Okay, I get it. And I don't blame you for feeling that way.
You'll never know how I feel until you've lost your family.
I never had a family to lose. Just two people who brought me into this world and treated me like a burden instead of a daughter.
Ah, so Kidman's basically Sherry Birkin.
Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. At least you had people who cared about you.
Point taken.
Green gel. It's gross and it usually comes from dead enemies. But if you collect it, you can use it to obtain increased abilities.
Thanks, Kitty.
Alright, so we got brain goo. Goo of brains.
A mirror. Just like Beacon. Should be a way out. Why couldn't my memory just make regular doors?
Save journals can be used to save your progress anytime. They can be found in safe houses and in Sebastian's room. All right, make sure that our game is saved.
Here we go again.
On our own, down the only road we've ever known.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Lily, what's wrong?
My doll's head is broke.
It's okay. Mom can fix it for you. She can fix anything.
It's a creepy face.
Sebastian? What's wrong? Are you all right?
I've got a wonderful family, an amazingly smart and beautiful wife.
And a daughter whose face looks like it's been hit by a shovel.
Come here, Myra.
You've been working too hard. It's making you delirious. Are you sure?
They really went out of the way of putting their faces real close to the camera. Like, yeah, no wonder they made first-person view an option. They get the camera right up in their faces.
Is this the right place?
Saving.
What the?
Alright, so we're already at the end of the game. Okay. We're disappointed by the severe lack of lock punching.
What the hell? That's one of the search team. Baker.
Whoa.
The team leader. One bullet. Straight through the head.
Oh.
Sadistic.
Baker, the search team leader. He was frozen in time when I found him. This must be been taken by the camera right by him. But how is this even possible?
Someone tried to block the way out. Or in.
I guess we gotta operate. Sebastian, Shelf Slider Castellanos. Go this way. Well, apparently going in the right direction. We find a phone.
Hello? Shit. Who was that?
Good question. Go up the stairs. Congratulations, Truth Seeker. Thank you for taking our spiritual acuity test. We're pleased to welcome you to the next level of knowledge. Please report to nearest Mu Center with this letter to ascend from probationary applicant to the position of Mu Disciple. This letter guarantees you an exalted position at the cleansing ceremony. Handwritten on the back of the envelope. Lies, all lies.
Hey! Damn it! What's going on here?
Things are going on here. We walk up the stairs. Well, that's not freaky looking at all.
What was that? Shit. Who the hell was that?
Oh, that's this move along.
I gotta find a way out of here.
And that seems like a good idea. We may have invincibility, but we don't know exactly what may end up happening. A photograph of another murder victim. This is a Mobius uniform. Well lit and in focus. It looks like the gun was used to shoot him in the head. Oh. Well, we can't go that way. Hmm. Well, if he's over there, then let's go up here. Or rather, let's not go up here. Constant crouch vigilance. Oh, I have played The Last of Us 1 and 2. So, what are we looking at here? Well, they're wearing all white because it's all right. In fact, I'm kind of interested in I think I have a couple players from the Bengals on my fantasy football team, and I had two of the Miami's quarterback on my fantasy football team. Meaning that game yesterday was very, very good. Alright. Well, this isn't creepy at all. The hills seem to be silent here. What am I supposed to be looking for? Wait. Oh, I thought you'd find that creepy. Glad it isn't for you. uh,
Shit.
wait, so what the hell just happened here? Like, damn it, game. Give me a direction and let me go through it.
What the hell?
The fuck is that? Time to run. I don't think it's
Trapped in here.
time what?
Maybe not.
Sebastian, your lack of speed in climbing that was...
God damn it. What the hell is that thing?
It's a good thing. It's fine. Rats.
Well, I don't hear it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Time to run. Run away. Run away. Oh, you dick. The struggle is real. It's like,
All right. What the fuck is going on here?
well, at least we got a knife. Automatic health regenerates. When your health is critically low, the life gauge will turn red. When the life gauge is red, it will automatically regenerate up to a certain point. It will regenerate more quickly if you stand still, so try to find a safe space to hide and recover when in critical condition. Right. Guess that was kind of mandatory there. Right, anything in here? I see nothing. There we got a knife.
And now where am I?
Sebastian, we're in trouble. The origin of the medication in these portable syringes is unknown, but they provide moderate health restoration. Yeah. Just inject it into our veins. Journal in an abandoned house. The handwriting in this journal was neat and precise. The final entry reads as follows. Just got the call. Now I know the reason for all the weird shit that's been happening the last few days. It's the worst possible scenario, but at least I don't have to pretend it anymore. Things I've seen, they've all changed. It's too late to save them. It's time to put my training to practice. May God have mercy on the souls and mine. So I guess that's the knifey dude. I guess that's knifey dude. Alright, anything else in here? We look out the window and see that it's raining outside. We're liking that. Huh, this might be useful.
Where were you when I needed you?
It was there all along, dude.
Maybe this is the right place. Lily, I hope you're here.
This photo, I thought this was lost in the fire forever. I remember when we took this. Lily's breath smelled like cotton candy. Myra never looked more beautiful.
What did I get myself into? Kidman?
Sebastian, where have you been? We lost you.
I don't know. But it sure as hell wasn't a quaint little town.
It was a quiet little mountain town.
In here, Kidman. Baker is dead. There's a killer running around in here, doing things that are... It's like Beacon all over again. What the fuck did you just send me into?
Good question.
I don't know. We're in the dark out here. Baker was the team leader. If he's gather, the more I'll be able to help you.
Yeah. Sure.
Achievement. Welcome to Union. We took the plunge. Herbs, a naturally occurring plant with medicinal properties. The component can be used to craft useful items. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I have T. Higgins from Cincinnati, who hasn't done jack all in today's game. And that will be it. You got a drop, yeah. All I know is like Tua and Keenan Allen from the Chargers had a monster game yesterday, so that helped me. Mike Evans, despite the Bucks losing to the Eagles, he had a decent game at wide receiver for the Buccaneers. Kind of wish I could have swapped defenses. I wasn't expecting Cincinnati to doing so much better than Dallas this week. Check that. He just dropped another. All right, we got an herb. What is this? Resident? Oh, this is the Resident Evil Within, folks. Invisible walls are invisible. Wonder what the Broncos defense would have been worth after yesterday's game.
Poor son of a bitch. Left here to rot like this. Don't worry, Sebastian. It's just a small, quiet town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too quiet. Hello? Hey! She had to have heard me. Better check it out.
Check it out. The door opens.
Hello?
2 points. I only thought it would have been a negative score.
Gotta eat. Skin and bones. Gotta eat. Clean your plate. Gotta eat. Skin and bones.
Okay.
I said eat!
Thank you, Striker. So the Broncos defense was actually worth more than the Cowboys defense yesterday, because Cowboys ended up being worth 1 point.
Oh, God. Kidman.
That was fast. Did you learn anything new?
Yeah, there are freaks in here.
I did. I learned that it really is like Beacon in here. The people in here are turning into creatures.
Damn it. What the hell happened?
I don't know. But it means that Lily is in more danger than just being lost.
Sebastian.
Save it, Kidman. Leave it to me. I'm gonna find her.
Well, at least not whatnot, right? Yeah, no, he definitely wasn't. He's my backup QB. If hey, all right. What's this? Gunpowder, an explosive mixture of potassium nitrate, sulfur, and charcoal used in shells and cartridges. 12 centuries old and still just as effective. This component can be used to craft ammunition and other useful items. Sebastian just being a show-off here. Alright, just making Alright, just doing one more search before we leave this house. Case. Alright. Shelf over here. Nada. You know, Sebastian, there was a car right there. Lights wrong. Clearly the keys may have been in the ignition. Now what? Melee attacks. Break crates. Deal minor damage. Let the box smashing begin. What do you mean I can't break these boxes? There are boxes there. They are clearly crates. I should be able to smash them. Damn it. Sebastian, you get in the car, not on the car. Welcome to Union. We're glad you're here. Y'all will be the only ones.
What now?
What now? I don't know.
O'Neill, move!
Damn it, O'Neill. Huh.
Mobius members. Some of them are still alive then. Damn. But those things aren't everywhere. Need to get in there and squeeze that guy for info.
Stealth and sneak kills. Enemies are especially drawn to sound. Crouch movement can see your sound of your footsteps. Attack unaware enemies from behind with a sneak kill. Since Paul O'Neill. Hey, Paul O'Neill was able to kick a baseball out of frustration and get an assist. Bottles. So bottles can make enough noise to distract the enemies. Bottles can be equipped in the arsenal pressing LB. After purchasing the bottle skill, bottles can also be used to break out of some enemies' grab attacks. You've been knifed. Whoops. Delicious brain goo. Nice to meet you too.
Shit. Oh, fuck. All right. Hopefully that'll hold.
It's done PC players get the Cyberpunk DLC already before console players. A lot of those, it's just easier for them because that company that made Cyberpunk they prefer making PC games. It wasn't for the fact that there was a strong demand to play The Witcher on consoles. They would never have entered the console market. So, nice to meet you. Your pun went unnoticed. Oh, wait a second. I could have sworn I made the same pun, nice man. Didn't go unnoticed. I'm sorry, sir. I am a terrible streamer. Yeah, or at least I made a similar pun saying like nice to meet you too.
Don't come any closer!
Okay, calm down. Don't shoot.
I'll shoot.
I'm not gonna hurt you. See? You can lower your gun. I'm on your side.
You're not Mobius. You might not be one of those things, but that doesn't mean you're on my side.
You're right. I don't work for Mobius. But I was sent here by them.
Have you seen what those things out there? What they can do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Lucky for you, your partner was willing to sacrifice himself so you could escape.
He wasn't my partner. He was just a member of Union security detail. Protecting me was his job, and my job is to solve a hardware issue. Dying inside here is above my pay grade. I'm not a soldier. I'm just a technician.
I know.
Stop, or I'll shoot! No!
No, you won't. You won't shoot.
A soldier would have taken the safety off. I told you, we're on the same side.
And then we're stuck in here.
I'm Sebastian Castellanos.
Castellanos?
Liam O'Neill. So you're not Mobius, but they sent you in here? Why?
I'm looking for I'm trying to restore the core. Just like you are.
We're looking for our daughter.
Good luck with that. I'm done. I'm just gonna hold out here until extraction.
They can't extract you. Not until Lily is found.
Who's Lily?
Look, everyone is stuck in here until the core is located. Can you help me out?
If you're asking me to go out there with you, you can forget about it. This is a safe house, so I'm staying safe. Got me?
Got
I
it.
have a lead on the core. I detected some signals nearby that resonate at the core's frequency. We were trying to track them when we got attacked. Here, listen to this. It's
And that's
the
Lily.
girl, right?
Quiet.
It's the murder fairy.
Was that her? The core?
I think so. But I've been picking up all sorts of weird signals
Fair.
from the communicator since we got here.
I'm just kind of wondering now, considering, Dante's youngest being called Lily, if that's where the murder fairy line comes
Once you're
from.
out there, check it. You'll see. You'll probably pick up other signals while you're out there. It wouldn't hurt to follow them to find out what...
No way. The core first. It's the only way we're getting out of here.
Suit yourself.
Let's pair up our communicators. That way I can tell you if I find anything.
Yeah, okay. Can't hurt, I guess.
Chapter 3.
So you've been stuck in here a week already?
Has it been that long? Damn. Time's a little fluid in here. This was supposed to be a simple in and out job. Like, home in time for dinner simple. But this is different than anything I've ever seen before.
What do you mean?
Wonky stuff usually happens when a core goes AWOL, but what's happening is more than that. This place is falling apart at the seams. We used the stable field emitter, but it's not working like it's supposed to.
What's the stable field emitter? If Mobius sent you in here, shouldn't you know this stuff already? There were 5 members of your team?
There was a security force already in here to help us. But yeah, there are 5 search team members. Wait, did you just say were?
Yeah, were.
Found Baker. He's dead.
Huh. Doesn't surprise me. He locked onto a powerful signal and went to investigate. I told him we should just request extraction and report our findings. Leave the dangerous work to somebody else.
Like me, for example.
Being team leader and all. Always had to be the brave one. You ask me, there's a thin line between brave and foolish.
He ain't wrong.
There's a thin line between prudent and cowardly, too.
Tomato, tomato. I'm not saying I'm glad he's dead. What kind of asshole do you think I am?
A fairly tall asshole.
I'll let you know if I find anybody else.
You'd really do that? Thanks. I'd appreciate that.
It's more dangerous out there than I expected. Any idea where I can get some weapons and supplies?
I tried to tell you about this one signal, but you didn't want to hear it.
Well, I'm all ears now.
I picked something up from 2 Mobius security team members who were talking about weapons caches. Maybe you can follow it and get some gear. Maybe they're out there, can help you out.
I'll think about it.
Come on, man. I'm all alone in here. I could use some protection.
Maybe if you hadn't let your last guard take the fall for you.
Whatever. I'll mark the signal on your communicator. Follow it or don't follow it. I don't care.
You need some protection? What's he trying to do? Sleep with the stuff?
Those things are pretty tough. Takes a lot of ammo to get them off my back. Do you have anything stronger in here?
Not in here, but you could probably find some out there. This place was designed to be peaceful, but Mobius and firepower go hand in hand.
Do you know where I can find some of this firepower?
Out there.
Chaotic out there. You're not going to find a pile of heavy-duty weapons altogether. But I did see something useful next to an abandoned APC just outside. I'll mark its location for you. But be careful. There are a lot of those things hanging around it.
All right. Say, Masters, save Smith, engage. Workbenches can be used to craft ammunition and items with components, and to upgrade weapons with weapon parts. It's essentially the same workbench from the Last of Us, to be honest. DIY crafted something for the first time. Oh wait, Yep. Coffee maker. Drinking coffee at a coffee maker will restore you to full health. Coffee makers will automatically begin brewing another pot after use, but the browser will take some time to complete. Have coffee. This would have been perfect product placing for Buckstar.
Takes the edge off.
Various useful components can be used to upgrade weapons at a workbench. Alright. Alright, we came that way.
What the? Who is that? Okay. Let's see if I can find.
Can we find this signal?
There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. We've been through worse things. And we're better armed than... We're screwed. There's too many of them. Suck it up, James.
That must be the signal O'Neill mentioned.
Now what's happening? Oh, great. Well, guess we're not going back that way.
What in the hell? If it keeps breaking apart like this, there won't be any Union to search. I gotta try to find that signal.
When an enemy starts to become aware of you, an enemy identity attack kind of like an eye will appear on top of the screen. Okay, so.
So much for stealth.
Thank you. Oh boy. So we will try and, you know, make sure we do things the kind of the right way-ish. Hey, you just had the time of your knife. When acquired, a hand axe temporarily replaces the survival knife in combat. It can instantly kill some enemies, but will break after a single use. Hand axes can be found around Union, or taken from enemies. A small block type fuse from an electric junction box. It cannot, unfortunately, be used to repair broken fuse boxes. This component can be used to craft useful items. Okay. Can we... No, we can't. I was... Making our way down here. Don't mind me, creepy dudes. I'm just doing the things.
I haven't seen one of these in a while.
The warden crossbow. LT the whole... Oh, achievement. Good to see you again. Charge bolt type. Most types of warden crossbow bolts will function as proximity mines after being fired onto a surface. The bastion will not trigger proximity mines. Firing warden crossbow onto a surface with another surface immediately the opposite will create a tripwire. Relays or shock bolts. Harpoon bolt. Impale stuck enemies. Harpoon will make someone fire so they can be useful in certain situations. Rude. Okay. It's just like, yep, give us all the goo. We're trying to go with the spirit of the game, but you guys are just not playing. Y'all refuse to cooperate with the spirit of the game.
There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. We've been through worse.
Well, that went kind of wrong, is. Oh, cool. If they don't explode, you can pick them back up. Alright, that's a neat gimmick.
Suck it up, James. We've been through worse than this. And we're better armed this time. Or at least we will be once we raid the supplies. Come on.
We're collecting bottles. Nothing else in there? We're definitely going to be conserving ammo, that's for sure. Double tap to kick open a door. It's a bastion. Door kicker, Castellanos. These long stainless steel nails are the kind typically used in construction. They make great shrapnel. A chunk of steel pipe with some rust on the edge. Not worth much as a cudgel? Besides, you got guns. Yeah, good point there. This component can be used to craft useful weapons. More weapon parts. Time to craft. Okay, we got weapon upgrades. Alright. We're making sure we're crafting stuff. The chances are with a game like this, you can almost detect that there will be more to it.
There's too many of them. Suck it up. And we're better armed this time. Or at least we will once we get these supplies. Come on.
Did I see this spot on the statue? Nope.
Suck it up, James. We've been through worse things. And we're better armed this time. Or at least we will be once we raid the supplies. Come on. We're screwed. There's too many of them.
So what am I supposed to do here? Because we can't jump back up there. It's like it says investigate the signal, but investigate the Mobius resonance. Yeah, but how do you investigate it?
There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. We're better armed this time. There's too many of them.
Yeah, but it says like investigate is like.
Suck it up, James.
Hmm.
Suck it up, James. We've been through worse than this. And we're better armed this time. We're screwed. There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. We've been through worse than this. And we're better armed this time. Or at least we will be once we raid the supplies. Come on. There's too many of them. Suck it up, James. Through worse than this. And we're better armed this time. Or at least we will be.
Okay, there's this.
Come on.
Okay.
No communication from Mobius. We're cut off. I'm calling an Alpha 1 emergency.
That's what we needed to do.
Alpha 1? Are you serious? What about the tech team? Fuck them. Let them fend for themselves. This ain't the Marines anymore. No man left behind don't mean shit in here. You got a problem with that? You kidding me? I've been waiting to be let off the chain. I'm tired of protecting techs and running like a bitch. Good. Let's secure the weapon stashes. Load up and clean house. No matter what it looks like, monster or human, take it out with extreme prejudice.
The hell was that? Whatever it was, it looks like they were here. But where did they go? Huh?
Where did they go?
More signals. Not sure if I want to run into these two. Sounds like they went rogue. Then again, weapons are useful.
Yes, they are. So Iceman said there was something. A statue of sorts. Oh. Oh, that was disappointing. See if I was near the church. So that'll be the church across the street there. We're full of bottles. Sneaky kills. We pick up the goo.
Those things are piling corpses up here. But why?
Well, at least these monsters are neat, you know. You know what? If they're gonna like stockpile these things, bodies, you know, might as well be neat. It's not right. All right. Oh, there's a statue here. The old-fashioned keys can be used to open lockers in Nurse Tatiana's treatment area. All right. Statue puncher Lock Castellanos is back. No, that's...
Please forgive me for what I've done. Please forgive me for what I've done. Please forgive me. Oh my God. Please. I know I've sinned.
Looks like James Woods.
This. Please. I won't sin again. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for what I've done.
Hello?
Please forgive me.
Are you okay?
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Oh God, please. Please.
I don't think he's going to be okay. Call it a hunch. He's going to get back up again, isn't he? Your soul is mine. Him. Oh, I hate being right. Oh, rude.
Looks like the Padre had some fight in him.
Yeah, he had some fight in him. He also had a good head on his shoulder. And then we blasted him. In the face. Wait, there's something there? More things. Oh yeah, we like the things. All right. Now I'm going to assume that we access the mirror and we'll be able to bounce back. Because, you know, upgrades stuff. We got to find Nurse Tatiana, right? What's in the bin? More gunpowder. All right. Looking everywhere. Now, the other good thing with Infinite Sprint is that Sebastian, Lockpuncher Castellanos, has clearly worked on his cardio. Uh. Hmm. 180 for that. Alright, so no achievements track.
Tell me.
Tell me? Tell me what you know. Alright. Alright, Sebastian. Into the mirror. Well, we got delicious brain goo. Sebastian, we really need to talk about what memories you're choosing to remember for this little side world of yours.
What the hell? Hey, let me out of here.
Detective Castellanos, what a pleasant surprise. Welcome back.
You again.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Regardless, it's nice to see a familiar face. Even if that face has seen far too much. You look tired, Detective. I can help you get back in shape.
Be suggestive with that motion, Tatiana.
Just like before.
All right. $1,500. So at this point, endurance. It's like it's the kitty cat.
Being the tip of the knife is a dangerous job.
I don't know. It just seems like you just pop in, see what's different, see what's changed. We got random messages are random. Do 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 do. All right. Yeah, the message that I got that says like, "Oh, that game sucks ass." Yeah, and my reply to them was, "Well, it's the same thing that you were telling me, Iceman. Well, it has God mode cheats. Might as well play it because of the cheats, right?" I, of course, was just saving it for the right opportune time to play it. All right. Oh, might as well just start walking in this direction. Something's underneath here. More gunpowder. The Union Visitor Center. Picking up stuff. Finding things. Doing it for no rhyme or reason. Union is an ideal mix of small-town charm and modern-day convenience surrounded by diverse natural wonders. Come and step back into a simpler time where the warm, friendly smiles of the residents are comfortable and familiar. Get away from the hustle and bustle and come to a place that welcomes you with open arms. Union, we're glad you're here. Huh. That door is locked. Sebastian, door kicker. Stuff over here. You just had the knife of your life. And you never felt like this before. Well, I screwed that reference up, but oh well. Smoke powder. The dry powder emits a plume of smoke when exposed to flames. Can be used to craft useful items. This how useful are we talking here, man?
Down there, right? You know how to use the get down there, right? What? You're not going with me?
$322 Cedar Street.
Down there, right? What? You're not going with me? Down there, right? What? You're not going with me?
Okay, wait. Were there stairs at the... Wait, is there a second floor to this house? No, there isn't. So it has to be... Ah, there's more to this house than meets the eye.
Not going with me? No time. I'm heading to the auto body shop to get some supplies. Meet me at the visitor center. You know how to use
We
it.
found it!
Down there, right?
Now you're playing House Flipper.
No time. I'm heading to the auto body shop to get some supplies. Meet me at the visitor center when you're done. The visitor center? Why? I told the survivors I found earlier to go there and hide out. I need to take care of them now, while they're still scared citizens. Easier to kill them before they turn into those things, instead of after. Good thinking.
Finding stuff, picking it up from the ground. Okay, what's down here? Something wonderful is going to be down here, I bet.
This computer's still working. What the...
Hell of a loading screen. Huh. Well. You mean to tell me there's fuck all in here? Well, we found Nest. Which, of course, is the underground facility of the Umbrella Corporation. Sneaking up on you. I'll take the brain goo. Thank you very much. Sebastian. Box Puncher. Castellanos. We're just getting deeper, getting further and further into this place. Hey, big boy. Chill out. Broken fuse boxes. Broken fuse boxes can be powered momentarily by firing a shock bolt with a wooden crossbow into them. Wait, that's just the way we came. It's unlocked. Alright. What's in this box here? Huh.
Nice. I'll take it.
We found a boomstick. This is my boomstick. It goes boom. Right. Oh, fuck it. Aim assist my ass. It was a delicious brain goo. So, you guys were in here banging on the door. I think that's everything. So we head on back. It's loading. The next area. How long is it gonna load for? We keep going. It's a long run. It's a long... Clearly Mobius running things on an HA... on a regular hard drive. Okay. Clearly not smart and a waste of ammo, but... Sebastian will punch everything. Really? Sit your ass down. Like... Hey. He really wasn't. He didn't have his head in the game. Well,
Shit. Gotta restore power to these doors. Maybe that wire leads to a power source or something.
so we have no real clue what we're doing. Just picking up stuff. Lock stabber. Not the same as lock puncher.
Hopefully that did the trick.
Lock stabber. That's a horrible. That's a horrible porn star name. Why do I feel like he could have just walked around and. Oh, you fell down? Thanks for the goo of brains, buddy. A new tutorial opened. You can't climb it. There's stuff on the other side, so what the heck are we supposed to do with that? What are we supposed to do with this information? Oh. Well, you can light it on fire. That's handy to know. Can't climb that, so what's... Alright, that's...
Shit.
Well, we just get tossed down. Thinning them out. Well, we killed 30 enemies. In a cheese-tastic way, we killed 30 enemies. Alright, so there has to be... Alright, so there's doors. Alright, so there... Alright, so let's head back in here. So there is something I'm not realizing here. Oh, that would have... Yeah, that would have been a bit too obvious there. Wait. Okay, no. There is nothing there on the fence. Unless, of course, you're supposed to kick that from a certain angle? Like, how the hell are you supposed to get to the other side of this? Like... Can't break that. That door is locked from that side. So how do you get through to that side? Yeah, it's a very nice place. And I don't know, maybe we need to just come back to it. I see a catwalk. Oh, it's still locked. Of course. As It's a nice, friendly neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to be neighborly. Is that something Zoe? Herb. Mitchell and Sons Construction. Had to be prepared to smash its head in.
What's that?
You know, you gotta question the people who were packing these crates. Not being real efficient. What do you mean I can't take off my sweater? I'm hot. I was almost expecting enemies to be in here. Yeah, well, we got nails.
I need this worse than you do, pal.
Laser-sighted handgun. This semi-automatic pistol has been equipped with a laser sight for improved accuracy at longer ranges.
Every cache is overrun with those things. Supplies if every cache is overrun with those things. Should do it here.
Alright, so this signal should be around here somewhere.
Supplies if every cache is overrun with those things. Should do it.
Oh wait, something's in here. What's up, boys? Oh. On the plus side, we're finding stuff containing medication that restores a moderate amount of health, better than a medical syringe.
She's overrun with those things. I should do it. You're not getting out of there, shitheels.
Alright, it's in that office space. They were, yeah, they were glitching through too. I noticed that at the same time. So the glitch was never fixed.
Supposed to get supplies if every cache is overrun with those things. Shit. How am I supposed to get supplies if every cache is overrun with those things? I should do it. You're not getting out of there, shitheels. James, it's Ryan. Come in. I locked a bunch of those things in the room underneath the auto body shop. I'm heading to the visitor center now. James, do you copy?
James is dead, man.
There's a supply cache under here. I gotta get down there. A new signal.
James, where the fuck are you? Get your ass to the visitor center. You're never gonna believe.
Visitor center it is.
Third try. Thanks for the brain goo. Right. We drop down.
I don't understand. Whoa, don't point that thing at me. Ted, where are you? I've been looking for you all over the place. Shit.
Ted's dead, man.
What are you doing down here? I'm supposed to see this. I don't understand. Whoa, don't point that thing at me. We're best friends, man. Come on. I know. And that makes what I have to do even harder. Stop joking around, man. Sorry, John. But I have to do this. Mobius doesn't allow for mistakes. Mobius? What on earth is Mobius?
Huh. Ooh. Explosive bolt. The warhead on the crossbow will violently explode when activated, releasing damaging shrapnel in the surrounding area. You don't want to be near it when it goes off. Clearly not. Disposal requests from Operator 073, Union Designation Ted Sisson. Approximately 1430, Citizen 00253. Unison Designation Jonathan Stevens entered an unauthorized Mobius area of witness sensitive materials. Capturing and reprogramming was unfortunately not an option. Was forced to institute Z5 emergency measure. Western disposal unit at Union Auto Repair. They were resting. Don't know exactly where the hell you came from, dude. But we honestly had to ask you something. Yeah. Yeah, I just got distracted. What was up here? I saw the ladders. I was like, okay. If I see a way out, I know. We can double back. Alright, that puts us back out into the streets. The mean streets. Body by the barrels. Yeah. Union security card.
What's this? Some kind of cipher?
All right, so it was like B34. What was it? 9676? Okay. High grade weapon parts. Higher quantity than standard weapon parts. So we have all right, so I don't think there's anything else here. So what we want to do is all right, so what we'll do is we'll head back here, deal with this, and then save the game. Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. Kind of like I change things up, to make sure we get more efficient with like the games. Yep, and I will always try and always post notifications on Twitter and stuff when we go live. Dude, I freaking saw him running around the corner. You don't goof. This door was closed before. Oh, that isn't ominous at all.
recognize this work. Him again.
Look, man, just let me go. I can take you somewhere safe. We've got supplies. Stick with me. I can get you out of here.
He doesn't want to get out.
What's interesting about safe? Why would I want to leave here? This place is a work in progress, but soon it will be perfect. All it requires is my inspiration and your blood. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Lots of things is wrong with them.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Help! Somebody help me! I said don't move. Now, let's make some art.
Tough luck, Ryan. A camera rigged to take a picture of the victim. This is supposed to be art, more like an execution.
I don't know. They caught the moment in time.
Another communicator. Must be Ryan's. Huh. Mobius team members. They might have something useful on them.
So I rigged my communicator to pick up Unity chip signals. I managed to find locations for the rest of the security team. What's left of them anyway. They have supplies, and it's not like they need them anymore. All of these chips are broadcasting from dead brains. Ammo pouch. Shotgun shells. That's that is shockingly useful. All right, so that's
Damn it.
Oh,
Where did he go?
fuck. Should have saved it first.
What the hell is this supposed to be? It's sick.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah, we saw it. We knew it was going to get up. That's a bright light, folks.
That was weird. Even for this place. O'Neill's safe house is right there. Might as well give him the bad news about his entourage face to face.
Oh, perfect. Report back to O'Neill. All right, so at least this, gives us a nice little story progression. Okay, before we do that, let's go use the goo. I think we'll talk to him here. Make sure we save and everything.
You've brought something with you. A key? Excellent.
I had the key the first time,
Knowledge does
Tatiana.
open doors of perception, but this isn't one of them. This one is more mundane, but still useful. Go on. Open one. Its contents are better off in your hands than locked away in here.
Which one? No, this one. Damn it! Damn it, Tatiana. Why couldn't you be in this part of it?
Detective Castellanos. Good to see you again.
I don't understand. This place. It's just like Beacon. But this isn't Beacon.
But it's Union.
Is it? It all seems familiar to me. These walls, that chair, you. For me, it's as if nothing has changed at all.
Nope. Cover near a wall. Right? Most because she's not real. But this office space isn't real. Matter of fact, let's save here. Oh, the cat has goodies? Nope. Alright, so let's turn this in and then in case something happens.
Did you find them?
They're dead. But after what I saw, you're better off without them around. They were planning on killing everybody in here.
An Alpha 1 emergency, huh? Can't say it's the worst idea I've heard.
You're a real piece of work, O'Neill. You know that?
I'm just being a realist. You can't save everybody. It's impossible. Mobius made emergency plans for a reason.
If they never made this twisted machine, they wouldn't need emergency plans in the first place.
Maybe so. But look at what they've done. It's pretty incredible.
Still a company man after all this, huh? Hope your loyalty pays off for you in the end. Because right now, it seems like they don't give a shit about you.
What do you mean? They sent you in here, didn't they? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you angry.
Yes, you did.
I made some more of these for you. For your troubles.
Oh, at least got some weapon parts from them. Achievement. Backup ain't coming. Well, we are invincible, but we'll have a cup of coffee anyway. Oh, we can't make any more of those? We're gonna have so much fun at the shooting range. Why does that sound ominous? Mm-hmm. Well, 160 for that? Alright, so just in case there was something bad that happened there. So 1237. Alright. So we open things up. 50% of players, took the first step. 43% actually crafted an item. 35 actually found that got the crossbow. 31. Something tells me that these percentages are going to go lower and lower as we go along here. Yep. Hmm. 10 or more. Well, we've done a few sneak kills. Okay. Don't avoid unnecessary blood flares. Oh. You know what? We will simply stab them. But yeah. So far so goody. Thankfully, with the God mode on, it was less fear. It's more just like, what the hell are we looking at here? Makes the game so much more tolerable. But so just looking at those basic achievements is able to see that very few people, made any type of progression on that. So how did my fantasy football team do after tonight's game? Well, my opponent did not swap out anybody from their starting lineup. They had 200 injured reserves. So basically, it was a freebie this week. So, but I am 3-0 on my fantasy league. Yay! Let's see. Yeah. Maybe more since you. Well, at least we made some nice little progress. Let's see. We'll go drop in on Sweet Linda. They're doing Hunt Showdown things. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out. Iceman, I know it was like I said. I always said. The Evil Within 2 was on the list. It was a matter of if, but when I would get to it. And so it's yeah, I can't totally see why oh yeah, it's like I I knew it was kind of there. It's like it was just a weird thing. It's like how are you supposed to enter it in? And it was like it was tied with like the having a link to a Bethesda account. That's what it was. Granted, I've played a number of Bethesda games, so it's like a new God mode existed on the first one, but you had to go through a roundabout way to enable the command console to actually input the code, and the code had to be entered in on every single level. It's kind of a weird thing there. Anyway, next stream is scheduled for 9:30ish tomorrow for more Evil Within things. And then Wednesday, Journey to the Savage Planet. Start that, get the tutorial. I'll start the stream, get the tutorial out of the way, which I really should have done last week, but we were trying to finish Cyberpunk. Anyway. Thursday, more Evil Within. Friday, Horizon Zero Dawn. And then Saturday, we're going to be back to Cyberpunk, but to do the new Phantom Liberty stuff. So we have that to look forward to. So till next time, everyone, tighten your friendship bracelets, stay safe, have a great night and a pleasant day tomorrow. And we'll see you next time. Bye.